Shalom, I am Rabbi Howard Wolk, Community Chaplain with Jewish Family Service. I'm happy to share this message with you, which I hope you'll find timely and meaningful. We're heading toward the Thanksgiving holiday, and under the circumstances, I wish a happy holiday to all of you. Obviously, be very different circumstances, people not traveling in big numbers this year, people not gathering with usual family members and friends. It's an adjustment, unfortunately, we've all had to make for now these many months, going back to March, the first Jewish holiday to be impacted by the pandemic was Passover. This actually all started right after Purim in March. We've gone through almost the entire cycle of all the Jewish holidays, and now we're coming up to a very significant day, Thanksgiving. And fortuitously, the Torah portion that we read on the Shabbat of Thanksgiving weekend talks about the concept of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving, expressing appreciation, I think is an important character and trait and value with which we are all familiar. But I want to share with you is that it's a very basic Jewish concept, perhaps the most basic of Jewish concepts. If I were to ask you, what does the word Jewish mean? So you would probably respond, well, it means the Jewish nation, the Jewish people. That's certainly true. But what does the word Jewish actually mean? The answer is in the Torah portion we're going to read shortly. When the fourth son of Leah and Jacob is born, Leah names him, and she says, now that I've had a fourth son, I give thanks to God. And she names him Yehudah, Judah. The word Yehudah or Judah means to give thanks. It's from that Hebrew word Yehudah, or English Judah, that we get the word Jewish. And that's why in every language, the name for the Jewish people is related to the name Yehudah. Yidden in Yiddish, Juden, Juden in German or Russian, it's all related to the word Yehudah, the root word being to give thanks. And that's what the word Jewish means. One who gives thanks to people, who gives thanks to God. However, there's one important distinction between our Jewish approach to thankfulness and the American holiday is, for us, giving thanks has to occur on a daily basis, not only on the fourth Thursday of the month of November. In fact, the first prayer that we recite when we wake up in the morning, before we even get out of bed, is called the Modeh Ani. The word Modeh means I give thanks. I give thanks to you, God, for restoring my life to me. Because unfortunately, painfully, sometimes people go to sleep at night and do not wake up the next morning. And so we're thankful to God for life on a daily basis. So expressing thanks is the most basic of Jewish values, to express thanks to a spouse, to co-workers, to colleagues, to the person at Tom Thumb, whoever it may be. And I think especially in what we're going through in terms of the pandemic, where people painfully feel cut off from other individuals, to express a word of appreciation, to make sure we are in touch with our neighbors, especially if they are elderly and perhaps bound to the house, to express words that encourage our feelings of warmth to others is very important. So I want to express my thanks to you for joining me today. I wish you a happy and significant Thanksgiving, and God willing, very soon, we will be able to express our thanks to the first responders, to the doctors and nurses and researchers who will come up with a vaccine, and ultimately express our appreciation to God himself. Thank you very much for your attention.